I'm Killer B, and I am dog shit at keeping deadlines I made for myself. But hopefully I can make that up to you with some pizza. This time I got a Papa John's pepperoni and chicken pizza. A poorly sliced pepperoni and chicken pizza. One sec while I cut this. I don't know why I don't hear others talk about pairing pepperoni with chicken, as it makes a good combo. With their powers combined, they deliver a very nice and savory flavor. I guess you can say that I find the toppings quite good. The cheese is also good. It's lighter than the Pizza Hut cheese, giving it a softer taste. Pizza Hut's cheese shouts, "Take it, bitch!" while Papa's cheese says, "Here's your cheese, please enjoy." The crust is kind of bland, but it is soft with a crispy layer on the bottom, giving it a nice crunch. Thankfully, when you get to the end of the crust, you can dunk it in garlic butter to make a nice brittle butter breadstick. I fucking love the sauce on Papa John's pizzas. For me, it's just the right amount, and it's so tomatoey? Yeah, let's go with tomatoey. I've heard people complain about the amount of sauce on the pizza. I don't get it, since you can choose the amount of sauce you want when you order on the website. If you're ordering on the phone, you can just ask for less sauce. It's not rocket surgery. Papa John's slogan is, "Better ingredients, better pizza," and there are blurbs all over the box boasting the pizza's quality. Based on the taste of the pizza, I believe everything on the box. Speaking of boxes, I'm going to talk about pizza boxes, a subject that I think only I care about. When John stepped down, Papa John scrambled to create a new box without his picture. I ended up really liking that box. It was nice and simple with only the logo on brown cardboard. When I first saw it, it made me realize that I kind of miss boxes looking like this. The simplicity is charming and takes me back to when I was a little kid. Boxes back then didn't have fancy graphics, advertising material, or web URLs. It was just a logo, and that's all I needed to put a smile on my face. I don't have all the fun nostalgia for Papa that I do for the Hut, but Papa did make me appreciate pizza boxes more. To summarize, Papa John's makes tasty, respectable pizzas. In my last episode, I described Pizza Hut as a gamble. Keeping with that analogy, Pizza Hut is like rolling dice on a craps table, while Papa John's would be like investing in a mutual fund. I've never had a bad experience with Papa, no matter which location I go to or its staff. Well, that's about all I can say for the pizza. Now let's get on to the main topic of the video. I think digital comics are the shit and are actually better than traditional paper comics. I seem to be in the minority on this, as I usually see paper comics favored over digital. To help you understand why I'm in that minority, let me take you back to the early 2000s. The Fox Kids Marvel cartoons had just ended, and they got me interested in the original comics. I read tons of them, like Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, Web Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2099. I had a subscription for Ultimate Spider-Man, and okay, it might be more accurate for me to say that I love Spidey instead of comics. Though I did read other series like Iron Man, Ghost Rider, and the Archie Sonic comics. Though I enjoyed the hobby, I found it hard to stay engaged, as it had hurdles I needed to clear, and those hurdles really took away from the fun, driving me to quit. Being a teenager with no car, I wasn't able to frequent all the comic shops, flea markets, and yard sales I needed to complete my collection. Thankfully, my dad liked to go to flea markets and toy shows, so I was able to score some comics when I went with him. And I just grabbed what I could when I could. I usually couldn't get all the issues of a story arc, or I'd have a run of issues with one or two missing. And those missing issues would really frustrate me, as I'm fussy about reading things in order and getting the complete story. I don't remember many trade paperbacks for what I was reading at the time, so I would buy single issues. That really hit me in the wallet, as collecting all issues in a series became costly. Dividing my eager earnings between comic collecting and the other hobbies I discovered then grew to be too difficult, and because of my other difficulties, I chose to give up the former. Keep in mind, this was when I was about 13 years old, so getting a part-time job wasn't on the table yet. Fast forward to a few years ago, and the MCU films had rekindled my passion for the original comics. Though singles can be found cheaply, the cost will still quickly add up, so I went with trade paperbacks this time. Though the trades are more economical, there is no real cost-effective way to publish the immense amount of content needed to learn the superhero lore, or rather, there wasn't. Enter digital distribution. Singles and collected editions have hefty discounts, but the real value comes from the unlimited services. Comics benefit from a monthly service even more than movies and music. The ability to move between issues and series seamlessly is invaluable in learning the lore of characters and events. In this time of social media and memes, the ability to easily share comic panels is also invaluable. Publisher comic apps don't integrate any sort of page or panel sharing due to piracy concerns, but screenshots can be utilized to show your favorite jokes or moments via social media. Printed comics can have their panels shared too, but taking screenshots is a lot less hassle than busting out a camera or a scanner. Having the comics read on an electronic device makes them more resilient, and that resilience keeps me at ease when taking them out of the home. And trust me, it's easier to clean pizza sauce off a glass screen than off paper. This might not be that valuable to most, but it keeps me from feeling the need to recreate my favorite Simpsons scene. The barrier of entry is also lower than you might think, as even low-end devices can easily render high-res comics in their respective apps. The iPad shown here is an iPad 3 from 2012 that can be found cheaply now. Mobile data and cloud storage makes your comic collection accessible almost anywhere. If your tablet can't access a mobile network, you can still read comics on a smartphone, and it doesn't suck. Yeah, it's not a great way to read comics, but it's good in a pinch. Although I prefer reading digital comics, I get why people would rather read print. Concerns about DRM and the comics' reliance on publisher services aren't applicable to printed comics. Obviously, using a subscription service means that you don't own the comics, but purchased digital comics are also at risk of being rendered inutile if comic apps are abandoned. I appreciate this concern, but I think DRM and reliance on the cloud warrants its own video. There's also a certain feeling that people like from actually handling paper. I get a similar feeling when I play physical board and card games. Yeah, the digital versions are cool, but I want to actually handle cards and move pieces while I play. I still buy printed comics for modern stuff since Marvel singles come with a digital download code. New digital comics cost the same as their printed counterparts, so you might as well just get the physical copy for those. And there you have it. That's why digital comics are the shit and why I think anyone interested in entering the world of comics should go the digital route. I really hope you enjoyed or at least tolerated this video. Let me know what you think about digital comics in the comments. Hope I see you again next time for my Dominoes video, which I promise will come much sooner than this one. Thanks for watching.